Hello and welcome to the Love Bobbie Jo show. This episode I share my 4-step process for writing and publishing my book. So this is for the writers and aspiring authors in the group, or anyone who's ever dreamed of writing a book. You can do it. Okay, my number one step and the number one step to take is to write the book. It sounds simple, but that's probably the longest part of the process, the part of the process where you get to come up against your creative resistance and all of those different things to get your ideas, your heart, your soul out into paper, on the computer, wherever you put it, to share your story, your message, and so forth. So number one is I write the book. Number two is I then take that book and I give it to my editor. Because editing, punctuation, grammar, all of that is not my strong suit. So I hand the book over to my editor, who then goes over and finds any of those errors and also gives great and valuable feedback if I've repeated myself too many times or if anything would flow a little bit better than how I have it. Once my book is edited, number three, I take that edited copy and I hand it over to my designer. As you can see, I find the people that can help support the areas that are not my zone of joy or genius or my strengths. So my designer then takes that book and puts it into a beautiful format that gives the user a wonderful experience through that journey. It's beautiful to look at and you can really connect in with the soul of the book. After my designer is done, I have my cover and my beautifully laid out book. I then take that and I upload it to publish. So there is my 4-step process. Sounds simple. Write the book, give it to the editor, give it to the designer, then publish it. Now, there is more behind the scenes. It sounds really simple, and that's because I went through my first book process and now I have my system. So behind the scenes, you have to know, do you want to work with a publisher or do you want to self-publish? I personally self-publish. And now going through my first book, I learned behind the scenes, ISBN number, metadata, where do I want to publish? Do I want it to be digital or print or both, and so forth. So there is a little bit more, but now that I've gone through it once, I have this 4-step process since I already have those answers. So anybody new starting out, my advice to you would be is to number one, start with writing your book. Sit down and write that book. Get it out, get it flowing, get it going. And then just ask yourself, what is the right path for you? Do you want to go through a publisher or do you want to self-publish? If you want some more behind the scenes tips behind learning, who did I go through? What did I do? What other resources do I have? Go below this video and find the link to go over to the blog post where I share all of that detailed information with you. Have a beautiful day. Continue being you, being seen, and making your impact. And if you are feeling called to write a book, write the book. The world needs who you are, and someone is waiting to hear your voice and read your message. Have a beautiful and blessed day.